You studied acting with Roy London. We don't know Roy London. Who is he?
Roy London, he's just very well known within our industry in the States. I don't know what I can tell you about him other than he's just a man who grew up in New York stage and then kind of modified his style to keep up with the times, you know? Because acting keeps getting more and more.
For instance, is his way of teaching different from the actor studio's way?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, it's not so methody. You know method?
Yes.
The actor studio? Yeah. Where you gotta like beat yourself over the head. Hey, I'm not knocking it, because I say whatever works for you, run with it. You know?
And then you made many works for television. Is it indispensable for a young actor to work for television?
Indispensable. What do you mean by that?
For your career to make films afterwards, is it indispensable to begin with television works?
It usually works that way, beginning with television. It's easier to start at than film. But for us, film is the most respected, the heaviest roles, you know? Because television, you have kids, you have to, it's more storybook.
Cinema was your first and only goal.
Well, yeah, yes.
And then you made a famous commercial for Levi's.
Yeah, we don't think about commercials much in the States, but it's been a deal out here, I guess. So that's all right, I like that. I like the song. Good song.
Who directed the commercial?
Chris, oh, I'm blanking on his last name, that's terrible. He's a good man. I'll have to think about it.
Is that because he saw you in that commercial that Ridley Scott...
No, we actually shot the commercial after. They worked with Ridley's company, production company, and they had seen parts of Thelma and Louise before it was even released, and that's how it came about. That kid. Yeah.
How would you describe your character in Thelma and Louise?
Just a guy. You know, he's a survivor, just a guy surviving on the road, you know? You do what you have to do to survive, just the way of the world. That's him. Good guy, though. I'm just very nonchalant.
During the shooting, did you already realize that the male characters of the movie would seem mean, cheap, unsympathetic?
See, I never saw it that way. There was a big thing in the States about that. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was funny. You know, I mean, we deserve a kick in the ass, you know? That's all it is.
So you didn't suspect that it was going to be controversial?
Not at all, but it seems like people always have to have something to argue about, you know? So women were, like, thinking he was pro-lib, you know, and men were thinking it was anti-men. It was none of that, you know? None of that. I just thought they should all relax. Because you're just watching people, not men or women, people in a certain situation.
It seems to have been a pleasant shooting.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we're on the road, you know? In these beautiful locations. It's like a road trip. It's fantastic. I didn't work that much, you know? I only worked like a month on it. They were almost 3 months.
Did you have the opportunity to watch Susan and Geena working together?
Of course. I snuck looks in whenever I could get them.
How did they work together? How did they establish that fine chemistry?
I don't know, you know? Something's either there or it's not. They would just bam, 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 right off each other. And Ridley was really good with them. They were... See, I don't know. I wasn't there enough, but I liked watching the three of them together, do you know? Because there was something going on all around, all the time. It's just my opinion.
But did they rehearse between themselves or with Ridley?
Both, I think, yeah.
More generally, Does Ridley rehearse a lot with the actors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
And
He always wants you to get something different. You know, when you film a scene, you film it one way, and then he wants to try something else. And to me, that's very smart. Because then when you go back to edit the film, you can pick out the best one that tells the puzzle. You know, tells the story.
would you say his way of directing a film is different from the way of an American director?
They're all different. I don't think it's so much American versus European. They all just have their own style, you know?
But being a British director, I often think that non-American directors see the American landscapes a different
Yeah,
way.
now I gotta tell you, there's something to that, you know? A European being able to pick out all these American little items, you know? Because he filled the frame, every frame, with little bits of America. It was brilliant. Where if it was American, maybe we would have overlooked some of these things, you know? But because he came to check it out and then he made a note. It was really funny. He took when I was there, for the short time I was there, I remember him taking a lot of time to fill the background scene with American life, mid-America. Right.
And he worked that way with his director of photography, I imagine, who's also British.
Right, Adrian Brittle.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, that's it.